Hey everybody, welcome back to the Nerdcast. It is Devin, broadcasting as always live from an undisclosed location in the center of Texas on a pretty chill Tuesday evening. How's everybody doing out there? Halloween has come and gone. It is now Day of the Dead, November 1st. 2 more months. 2 more months left in 2022. This year kind of flew by. But now we're entering the stretch of holidays where we're going to have Thanksgiving and everything that comes with that. Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, all that sort of stuff. If you work retail, you're going to have a hell of a time ahead of you. But, this is also the time of the year where anyone who isn't working retail in some capacity or service industry in some capacity, your work starts to get a little choppy. If you work in tech or in gaming or anything like that, you start getting into this point where you start to lean off you let off the gas pedal a little bit. Hey, yo, what's up, Poxborn? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. One Man Indie, hey, how you doing? One Man Indie, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good night. I went hard Halloween. I did this year. I always have an intention of getting a cool costume together and all that sort of stuff, and I never ever do it. But this year I did. Let me see if I can at least show off my costume a little bit. I felt like a celebrity because I was walking downtown and people kept like commenting on my costume. They're like, "Oh, that's awesome. That's wicked." Blah 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 blah. And it was a good feeling. It was a good feeling. It made me feel like I didn't completely waste my money putting together a pretty silly costume. But here, I'll show you right here. Not bad. Good. Happy to hear that. Yeah. So I did classic Cyclops, which is what this looks like here. I think I did a fairly decent job. There I am posing with somebody who was Captain America. It was a pretty fun experience. It was a pretty fun ordeal. And, the funny thing is, like, as I'm walking downtown decked up in my Scott Summers attire, I had people that were like, "Hey, Cyclops," or "Scott Summers," and all that's awesome. But then, and I was like, all right, people get it. It's not quite that far out. But then, towards the end of the night, more and more people started being like, "Frozone." I was like, no, I'm not Frozone. And the more I got, it was weird because it was all about the area of town that I was in. Like, if I was in the part of town that I usually hang out in, where it's kind of the more riffraff and ne'er-do-wells or whatnot, they all knew it was Scott Summers right away, and I didn't get anybody that thought it was Frozen over there. But then when I was walking around the part of town where all the general normies are, the not nerds, the jocks and college bros, they all thought it was Frozone. So it was kind of funny how that worked out. But it was cool. It was cool putting the costume together. It was cool getting people's reaction. I'm glad I finally had a Halloween, my first Halloween since I was a child, probably, where I put together a full head-to-toe outfit and got a nice reaction out of it. So it was cool. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. And then I drank heavily, of course. As you do. As you do. But Halloween is come and gone. And now it's time to reflect on the year's end. Well, close to reflect on the year's end. Nice. Kudos. Nice costume. Thanks, man. Thank you. It was fun to put together. I kind of want to do more costuming now. Who knows? Maybe I'll become a cosplay streamer. Alright, let me see. Outside from that, I really don't have anything else to talk about. I had my friend... is the music too loud? It's too loud in my headphones, I feel. I had my friend Rami on the stream last time. And she's interested in becoming a YouTuber. She wants to create a YouTube channel where she talks about true crime and stuff. But she had never done anything like that before, so I wanted to introduce her to that world, or at least to a part of it. So I was kind of hoping to get her back on tonight, but just timing didn't work out. Eventually, I'll get her back on and we'll talk about some news stories. Maybe we'll talk some true crime. I'm trying to help her get all that set up, so that should be cool. And of course, I want Justin back on the. There is a news. There are a couple of news articles I want to talk with Justin about. One of them being this one right here. About The Witcher and Henry Cavill bolting from the Netflix show. If you've paid attention to any portion of my YouTube channel, you'll see that I have quite a large number of videos dedicated to The Witcher, both the games and the Netflix series. The Netflix series in particular, we had a lot of opinions on, Justin and I both being giant Witcher fans. We had a lot of opinions on those first 2 seasons, and we have a lot of opinions on this move right here too, and how it relates to reactions of those first 2 seasons. So if you know what, I'll talk to him about that too, but I guess I can go through this article. I haven't really read the entirety of this article. I caught like the first couple of sentences and was like, I'm gonna save it for when Justin can talk about it, but I'll bring him on later and talk about it. I'll go ahead and just kind of go through it here real quick. It's gonna be weird. Yeah, it's gonna be real weird. Witcher fans are convinced they know the real reason Henry Cavill left the Netflix series. The Superman actor's exit created a firestorm within the fandom. The first time the internet saw DCU Superman star Henry Cavill as Geralt of Rivia in Netflix's adaptation of The Witcher, it howled in collective laughter over the terrible wig. 4 years later, fans are losing their minds that Hollywood's leading himbo won't be reprising the role after season 3 ends. One obvious explanation for why is that Cavill signed on to shoot a new Superman movie, but fans think the real reason Cavill is leaving is that he's tired of fighting with Netflix to keep The Witcher true to its literary source material. That's kind of where I think too. That's kind of where I fall in line on that. The surprising news of Cavill's impending departure was shared yesterday in a statement by Netflix that also announced Liam Hemsworth of Hunger Games fame and the middle Hemsworth brother would be taking over the role in season 4. As with the greatest of literary characters, I pass the torch with reverence for the time spent embodying Geralt and enthusiasm to see Liam's take on this most fascinating and nuanced of men, Cavill was quoted saying. Liam, good sir, this character has such a wonderful depth to him. Enjoy diving in and see what you can find. Yeah, he does have a wonderful depth, but, part of the problem is that the Netflix show really doesn't even begin to scratch the surface on it. While many were disappointed that the man from U.N.C.L.E. would no longer be caught growling roach at horses in the future, Witcher fans took the news especially badly. I don't know if you want especially badly. Subreddits for the books, games, and Netflix series blew up with disbelief, frustration, and memes, while conspiracy theories got passed around on Twitter that Cavill had more or less been forced out over creative differences with the production that has at times taken generous liberties with the Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski's original novels. I mean, taking liberties is putting it lightly. Like, it really created its own thing that's just kind of lightly based off of The Witcher. Yo, hey, what's up, that dude Vince? How you doing? Certain parts of Witcher fandom has always had a toxic relationship with the show. Well, so I think they're probably talking about like the whole race bending and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, racial fears about the show. That's disconnected from all this other stuff. Like, there's always going to exist in fandom in general. It will always exist this element of people that are going to bitch and complain about, race shit and women shit, woke shit, all of that sort of stuff. That has absolutely nothing to do with anything specific to the Witcher property or Lauren Herstrich or whatever her name is, her adaptation of it. So I don't even consider that to be a part of the Witcher fandom. That's just a part of fandom in general. It exists in Star Wars, it exists with DC and Marvel, it exists everywhere. Every nerd fandom has to fight that contingent of people. So that's not anything I'm gonna hang on Witcher in particular. Let's see. A little buzzed. A A little buzz. Thought I'd stop by and say hello. Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for stopping by. Yo, Justin, Witcher Jazz. Yeah, I wanted to get your opinion on this too. Henry Cavill has been fighting the showrunners. Oh, this is one of the tweets that I guess this author is saying, espousing conspiracy theories. Henry Cavill has been fighting the showrunners for years, and it looks like he finally gave up his fight. Let's see. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, showrunner Lauren S. Herstrich revealed that star Henry Cavill, who plays Geralt, pushed for The Witcher to have more dialogue so the character would appear more like his novel counterpart. A lot of the notes he was sending to me were about Geralt's dialogue. Could he, first of all, say more? That's funny to think about because, like, he doesn't say a lot in the show in general, and to think that that's like him being, to think that was dressed up, like they actually punched up his dialogue to the point where he says more than like 5 things. That's crazy. Like how he was like must have been like a real silent protagonist before those notes. She then reflected on how Season 1 portrayed The Witcher. Everybody came out of Season 1 laughing and loving Geralt's fuming. But Henry was saying that when you read the books, you spend a lot of time in Geralt's head. So how do we put that on the page? The toughest part for me was finding the balance between the showrunner's vision and my love for the books and trying to bring that Geralt to the showrunner's vision. It's about treading a fine line there. It's the showrunner's story, and so it's an adaptation. The tricky bit for me was finding Geralt from the book's place within that and being able to serve both as much as I could. I mean, that quote right there just, that quote from Henry Cavill at some point just kind of illustrates that there was definitely like a power, maybe not a power struggle, but opposing viewpoints on how Geralt should be portrayed, which, as the main character for the show and the titular character the show is named after, you would think that there would be a little bit more alignment on how that character should be portrayed. Like, he's the main guy, If you can't align on how the main guy is portrayed, then I don't know. I don't know what hope you would have for the portrayal of anything else. The way she tells it, it's almost like she didn't read the books. Well, I mean, that kind of speaks to, and we'll probably touch on this later in the article, but one of the former producers, I think his name is Beau DeMayo, mentioned how the writer's room had people in there who actively disliked the books. So I'm sure they read them, but they just, didn't like them, maybe even to an antagonistic degree. And, if you are deeply hostile towards, the books that you're basing a show off of, then one, why are you working on it? The money. You do it for the money. But 2, like, if you are going to work on something that you deeply dislike, I guess it makes sense that you would try to bend it to a vision that would be more palatable to you. But you have to understand that, like, this property has a shit ton of fans. There's a reason why it's being adapted to Netflix. It's because, the game sold an outlandish amount of copies and made a huge amount of money. And then subsequent to that, a lot of those books that the games were based off of were juiced up, by the game sales, and those books sold a ton. So it's all piggybacking off of the popularity of the game. You would think that, okay, I don't get it, but we're doing this adaptation for not me, but for, the fans, right? That's the purpose. That's what I think the purpose would be, but, I guess the writer's room had different intentions. Hello, it's me, and what the hell's a book? Yo, what's up, Maniacal Toaster? How are you? A book is like this, except for on physical paper. It's a very interesting concept. The thing that I pushed for, it was not necessarily just more dialogue. It was bringing a more book-accurate Geralt to the screen, because, as I'm sure you know in the books, Geralt is an amateur philosopher. He's an intellectual. He's wise and thoughtful. Yes, at times morose, morbid, and snarky, but it's important for me to have the character be 3-dimensional. Like, that's a weird thing to say. That's a very weird thing to say. That, like, I mean, when you take away all the fluff of this quote, he's basically saying, the thing that I pushed for was for the character to be 3-dimensional. And why would you have to push for that? I get the sense that if this wasn't based on The Witcher, if this was just some other fantasy thing, like an original fantasy story, that they took the script and showed it to Henry Cavill and like, hey, we want you to be in this, he would probably have passed on it. And one of the reasons why he probably would have passed on it was because he probably would have noted that the main character that they wanted him to portray was a two-dimensional character. Like, that's crazy. Like, and he's right to a degree about how Geralt is portrayed in the book. He is all of those things. Intellectual, I feel like pseudo-intellectual is probably a little bit more accurate for Geralt. I mean, he is a philosopher of sorts. I wouldn't consider him to be I guess wise is okay, but he's not particularly smart. He's really kind of bitchy, honestly. Like, he's a little bitchy in the books. Like, and the funny thing is, the thing that really bugged me about the show is they never got his relationship with Dandelion right. Like, Lauren Hirstrich, or how I always fuck up her name. You know, she had that quote earlier where she was like, okay, Geralt spends a lot of time in his head. How do we put that on the page? And you put that on the page by putting another character next to him so that he could express those things in his head. You know, maybe not directly. Maybe it's not like a exposition dump kind of expressing of his mental over his thought processes or whatnot. But, you know, you put another character there for him to have an interaction with so that he can, you know, portray his inner thoughts either directly or indirectly. And Dandelion is a great character for that. In the books, Dandelion is like his older brother, basically. Like, Geralt is like the younger brother to Dandelion. It's not the other way around. The only instances where Geralt is more like the older brother is if, like, there's a monster around and he has to, like, save or protect Dandelion from it. Other than that, Dandelion is pretty much the older brother. Like, he's always trying to he's the one, because, you know, they find themselves in a lot of social situations. Geralt is terrible at social situations, but Dandelion is a smoozer. So he's always the one that's like trying to help facilitate extra work when they need money, and Geralt's like big bitchy and doesn't want to do like lame ass work for money, and Dandelion's like, you got to be responsible about this, you know. He's always the one that's like trying to make those connections, and you know, when Geralt's being like a little bitch about something, Dandelion's always the one that kind of puts him in his place a little. Very antagonistically, honestly. Like, they do have that brother relationship where they're like, they'll go at each other. Like, they'll be pretty harsh to one another verbally, you know. But it's fun. It's a fun dynamic, and it endears you to both characters for different reasons. And then when emotional things happen to them, like, you feel for them. You know, so they could have built a more brotherly relationship with Dandelion and Geralt, and then have a more three-dimensional Geralt, you know, have a little more of his inner thoughts be expressed through his interactions with Dandelion, and, you know, have a happier star for your show. And just a better product too. Like, they just did. The showrunners, I get it. You know, they didn't know how to adapt these books, and they probably didn't want to know because it sounds like they didn't like them. We wanted the show to be good, but they wanted it to suck. I will not elaborate further. They completely snatched defeat from the jaws of victory here. They could have just made Witcher adventures that felt like the games, and people would have eaten it up. I mean, they definitely wanted to compete with Game of Thrones. Like, they wanted to go into that space when Game of Thrones had finally ended, and then there were no fantasy TV shows either up for release or even in the works at that time. I think maybe Wheel of Time was being talked about, but, you know, there was a gap. So they wanted to make sure that they had a Game of Thrones-esque fantasy epic that could stand on its own against Game of Thrones's deep character-driven, geopolitical fantasy escapades. And, you know, that's not really what The Witcher is, and they tried to fashion it into that. And as you can see, they met with varying degrees of not success. And it's tricky to do, as I was saying earlier, because there's a certain vision and there's a certain set, storyline, and plot. And so it was about me trying to find Geralt's place within all that, or within that. All of my asks and requests were along the lines of just being faithful to the source material. It sounds like he had a lot. It sounds like he had a lot of asks and requests. I remember reading a story in the, maybe it's in that article, but there was a story in about the second season where, in the episode in the second season where that Drake or Dragon, Stone Dragon or whatever, kills Roach. Originally in like the script, like Geralt says something snarky about Roach being killed, and Henry Cavill objected to it and was like, Geralt wouldn't do that. He wouldn't say that about Roach. Like he like blah blah blah, and like they changed that moment, you know, based off of Cavill's suggestion on how the character would actually respond to Roach being killed. And I was like, man, that seems like it's such a basic thing. Like, for starters, why would you even joke about, like, we're living in a time right now where people are very sensitive to, like, brutality inflicted upon any kind of animal in TV or movies or anything like that. Like, to kill a horse and then joke about it, that's not a good place to go to. That's not a good place to go to. It's almost sociopathic on the face of it, but, like, knowing the audience that you're tending to, you know, don't do that. Don't kill an animal on screen and then have a laugh about it. Maybe not unless it was something that was like outlandishly comical, like I don't know, like if the horse like exploded like a nuclear bomb and took out half the continent, then, you know, I guess maybe there's some room there for a laugh line or two. But, you know, being clawed by a dragon and then lying on the ground like wheezing in pain with claw marks in it, Geralt has to put him down. Like, why pop a joke there? They could have just hired the people that made those high-res animations that were created for Wild Hunt. Got Bruce Cockrell to do the voice. Dave Cockrell, I think is his name. People would have loved it. It was just a layup. They just totally blew it. I mean, they just wanted to do something totally different. Like, they didn't... I feel like they also just didn't want to have to, like, pay fealty to the games. You know, I think there's a certain contingent of filmmaker that looks at video games with disdain. Like, they're not real art. They're juvenile and all of that kind of stuff. Like, they talked about... whenever you hear her talk about their adaptation of The Witcher, they will always talk about the books. They don't ever mention the games. And I think a part of that is because, you know, there is, like, the games take place after the books, and, you know, CD Projekt Red made up their whole story, their all new storylines, in order to accommodate for what happened in the books, without having to adapt the books, without having to figure out how to adapt the books, and without really having to mess with anything within those books. The books are the books. They're their own things. Everything that happened in the books happened, and the games just pick up, you know, afterwards. And the show, you know, it's an adaptation, or they wanted to posit themselves as an adaptation of the books. And, you know, as the books took place before the games, you don't have to mention the games. That's a win-win for them. They don't have to pay fealty to a child's toy, which is probably what a lot of those people think video games are. You know, and it sounds more prestigious to be adapting a book, a best-selling book, than it does to be adapting a video game. So they didn't want anything to do with the game. Doesn't matter how awesome the game was. Doesn't matter how excellent those stories, those side quests were, and the writing in those side quests were phenomenal. But yeah, they still weren't going to go anywhere near it. To support their theories, fans point to a breadcrumb of previous interview quotes by Cavill about his desire to keep Netflix's Geralt true to the one originally put to paper in the pages of fantasy magazine Fantastica back in 1986. Less than a year ago, the actor said he told The Hollywood Reporter he was absolutely committed to the show's 7-season plan, quote, as long as we could keep telling great stories which honor author Andrzej Sapkowski's work. Like that, I mean, if ever there was anything that sounded like a legal writer, it would be this line right here. Like, there have been people on Twitter that have been, I mean, they're fucking Snyderverse freaks, but they've been calling, Henry Cavill like a traitor, and all of this other sort of stuff, a sellout, because he committed to the show's 7-season plan and now he's backing out of it. But like, and personally, I don't really care about that. I don't care about that at all. Actor can do whatever he wants to do. But this, if there was ever gonna be like an opening in the door to like stick your foot in to get out of that commitment, it seems to me like this quote, he probably said it, at the time that he did it in this Hollywood Reporter interview, he probably said it this specific way for this specific reason. Like, he's in his mind, like, I keep having to tell these motherfuckers that, no, Geralt's not like this, he's like that, he's not like that, he's like this. If they keep fucking it up, then I'm gonna have to bounce. But if they honor Andrzej Sapkowski's work, then I will stick on board. And, he quit after season 3, which just finished shooting not too long ago. So if that's any indication on the direction of season 3, then buckle up. We may be in for a little bit of a rough ride for that final Cavill season. During the media tour around season 2's release last year, Cavill spoke repeatedly about campaigning to bring a more three-dimensionality to Geralt, noting that in addition to his brutish monster slaying, he's also wise, thoughtful, and, quote, an amateur philosopher. This season, I really want to make sure that we represented the book's Geralt more accurately and that we saw him speak more, he told Total Film at the time. I pushed really, really hard for that. Then there was showrunner Lauren Hershritt's own comments about Cavill's preparation for season 2. A lot of the notes these are those quotes that I just read. A lot of the notes he was sending me about Geralt's dialogue. Could he first of all say more? Hello, the reporter. Everybody came on to see. What about Cavill's aspirations for the future of the series? Quote, I'm a huge fan of the books and staying loyal to them, and it's about making sure that that story happens without too much in the way of diversion or side things going on to muddy the waters. I mean, literally every quote that he's saying is, I just want these to stay true to the book. I don't want the diversions. I don't want any of that. I don't want any, weird side stories that make no sense. I don't want any deviations that aren't in character or, that totally change the theme or the vibe or the plot or the arc of the story. I just want to do a good translation of those books. That's all he's been saying this whole time. He said during a Netflix Geek conversation last year, adding fuel to the fire was, and this is what I was mentioning before, adding fuel to the fire was a recent interview with Beau DeMaio, a former producer on The Witcher who is now running X-Men 97 on Disney+, where he said some writers, quote, actively disliked and even mocked the source material. I don't know how you even get a job as a writer for The Witcher if you don't like The Witcher. Like, what's going on there? How do you make it past the door? Like, in my view, that's a failing on the showrunner. Like, how did she, unless she's like the chief not liker of The Witcher, then I don't see how, you hand the property over to somebody that isn't gonna have proper respect for it. Some fans' takeaways from these sound bites has been that while Hershritt was focused on making the show what she wanted it to be, Cavill was the only one interested in trying to keep it grounded in the original version of the characters. This comes in the context of a long Reddit threads like this one, where fans have detailed all the ways Season 2 was different from the books, with fears that Season 3, not set to air until the summer of 2023, might include even larger departures. I mean, it's almost destined to, really, considering how Season 2 was. While the theory is a compelling one, when collapsed into a couple of viral tweets, the show's place within the larger fandom has always been more complicated than that. Hershritt was temporarily chased off Twitter prior to Season 1's release when racist fans petitioned. See, again, that's not anything specific to Witcher. That's just the shitty aspects of geek fandom that's going to always attack anything that will give them the perception of wokeness. And in this particular instance, casting, you know, a black Fringilla and, you know, having a woman showrunner, like all of that shit was gonna pop those dudes off. So that's just an unfortunate aside to this whole saga. Then there were those on the edge of the fandom with no knowledge or interest in the grimdark fantasy series until Netflix spent tens of millions bringing it to life. Book purists are hurting the experience for new fans, wrote one user on the show's subreddit last year. Then there are fans of CD Projekt Red's Witcher video game trilogy, which takes huge liberties with storytelling and has effectively created its own parallel lore. It's not parallel lore, it's just a continuation. It takes place like the only real liberty that game takes with the story of the books, and you know, spoiler alert for anyone that ever plans on reading the Witcher books, but you know, at the end of the last book, Geralt dies, and you know, I think he's spirited off to Avalon or something with Yennefer. But they just kind of retcon that little bit at the start of the first Witcher game, and then they just tell a whole new story from there. So it's really not that big of an impact on the Witcher, you know, on the Witcher story, really, other than, you know, but like the story that they were telling with Ciri, and Ciri again is like the main focal point of those novels. They brought that to a conclusion when she fucks off to fucking, you know, Camelot. You know, she goes off and she travels between dimensions. She leaves for another dimension, you know, and in those, she doesn't even make an appearance in the first two Witcher games. They brought her back in Witcher 3 by just as easily, you know, she travels through dimensions. She traveled back to the continent, you know, easy as that. Like, there wasn't really any kind of need to like finagle the story in any way that would break pre-existing lore. Like, all the pre-existing lore is perfectly intact. They just found a relatively easy way to continue on. Whether Cavill was a purist on set is almost beside the point. I mean, no, it's not. He's the main guy. Not only is he the main guy, but like, he actively campaigned to get the role. And his being a purist, literally Cavill's being a Witcher purist, in addition to him being like a big name movie star, it's the reason why he got that role. You know, nobody was talking about Henry Cavill for this role before he was like, hey guys, I am a giant fan of these games and I want this role. Like, you know, it's not an aside. I mean, it's the main thing. His role in season 2 clearly did little to prevent some of the narrative departures fans took the biggest issue with. I mean, he is still just, you know, the star. He's not leading the writing room. But he was clearly the glue holding the show's disparate fandoms together. The fact that he loves PC gaming and painting Warhammer figures in his free time, and obviously was a big fan of Sapkowski's work, gave him huge street cred with even the worst diehard Witcher fans. Normies and newcomers loved him too, not because he's a pedant when it comes to the lore, but because he is a charismatic presence that did, in the end, manage to combine tenderness, ruthlessness, and a morbid wit into something deeper than his Halloween spirit costume initially suggested. I think the glue that held it together was really Henry Cavill as Geralt, former Kotaku senior critic Harper J said during a 2018 VG chat about the first season. With that glue gone, The Witcher Season 4 has its work cut out for it, with the circumstances around Cavill's leaving dogging at every turn. Whether Hemsworth is up to the task or not, the news at least comes with Season 3 already wrapped. Fans will get one last chance to return to the world with Cavill as an anchor. I'm sure I'll go fine. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see nonetheless. I mean, it's 1,000% positive there was never any intention of turning Geralt into like a James Bond type character where there's like a new casting for him every couple of seasons. You know, obviously something went sideways that caused this to happen. And I think that the speculation on what that something was isn't off the mark at all. I mean, Would he have made this move if he hadn't gotten the Superman gig solidified again? I don't know about that. Maybe. It's possible. It's possible that securing Superman gave him a little bit more confidence to shirk his Witcher responsibilities if he wasn't super enthused about being the Witcher anymore. It's possible that if he didn't get that Superman gig re-solidified, that he probably would come back for a season 4. It's hard to tell something like that, honestly, but, you know, the fact remains is that after season 3, he is the Witcher no more. What a bummer. What a bummer. I actually really like his portrayal of Geralt. He does the good. He does a good facsimile of Doug Cockrell's voice. Is it Doug Cockrell or is it Dave Cockrell? I think I may have said Dave earlier. Yeah, it's Doug Cockrell. Okay, yeah. He does a pretty good facsimile of that dude's voice. I think he tried to bring a lot of nuance to the character. Most of the time he succeeded, but I think that he also had a lot going against him with, you know, the story as it was told. I mean, we'll just see if Liam Hemsworth can you know, live up to. But again, like, if they're not gonna hold true to the spirit of the character, then it doesn't matter. It's almost not even Geralt then. Like, if they have no interest of creating a Geralt that is a reflection of how he is in the books and subsequently the games, then you may as well not even call him Geralt. Like, it's gonna be Liam Hemsworth playing some other dude. Like, they finally got rid of the guy that keeps trying to make Geralt. No more of that motherfucker coming at us with his notes, trying to get us to make Geralt. And now we're gonna have some other dude who, you know, probably isn't gonna be as, you know, headstrong and isn't so visibly the face of this property as, you know, Henry Cavill was. And he will have to play the Geralt that we want him to play. What a bummer. What a turn. What a turn that whole thing took. All right, I'm gonna get into Proteus. I've been digging this game a lot, and I've been playing it a lot off stream, and I've been doing pretty well in it too, for the most part. Proteus. Hey Suki, how you doing? It's a whole lot of clicking. Oh yeah, I'm in the Proteus world now. Which is pretty crazy. I don't even know how I passed that last map. It was pretty intense and very confusing. I was literally just running around shooting everything that moves, which I guess is good enough. The fuck? Wait! No! Damn it! I didn't mean to do that. I guess I can't go back to... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm getting my ass handed to me here. Damn, I didn't even get that Nexus point. Holy shit, I only have like 4 health left? Oh shit, I only have 3 health left now. Holy shit. These guys are fucking me up. Oh shit. Ah! Health, 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 health. Good. Oh, fuck. Ah! Damn it, they got me. Oh, it's one of those guys. Okay, well. Holy shit. God damn, how much of this shit do I have to... Oh, fuck! What the fuck? What gun did I have? Oh, this fucking thing? Oh, fuck. Wait, what happened? What was that? Oh shit, am I supposed to fall down in there? There's a sniper. Oh, I got him. Is he the only one down there? Shit. The fuck is happening? I couldn't get the right weapon that I wanted. There we go. Oh shit, there was a chain gun guy. Okay, they're fucking me up now. God, one of those fucking guys? This is wild. I've died more on this part than I have in the whole game combined. Oh shit! Did I catch them all? Is there an ammo replenish thing somewhere in here? Guess not. Oh, that was the end of it. Alright, well that wasn't as long as the last one, but it was fucking... I died 5 times. I think that's the most I've died on any level. Double jump available for purchase. Awesome. Wait, do I have enough for it, though? I guess I do. You hit the portal so I can get to the store. Oops. I can remember where it's at. Ugh. Give me that. Awesome. Don't think I can get anything else though. Dash boost. Bandolier. I can't really tell if that double jump even... I guess. There were some jumps that clearly looked like you needed a double jump for it, but man, I don't get how cowboys can just sit around wearing giant belt buckles all day. I'm not going to give any context to what I'm talking about on that. Alright, let's get back into the Proteus world. Wait, what's going on here? I have no idea what's happening there. What is that? What is... Oh, shit. What the fuck? What is going on here? What is that? I'm guessing I'm not supposed to fucking touch that? That doesn't look like anything I'd want to touch. Oh, this is why I need the double jump. First-person platforming. That platform didn't give me a lot of space. Oh, jeez. I really do appreciate how fall damage just isn't a thing for this guy, too. I would not have liked to have had to contend with that as well. Oh, shit. I'm clinging onto this one hit point for dear life. Oh god, he got me. He saw me. He was fighting those other guys though. I was actually trying to help him out. He was fighting those other guys. That's my lesson. Lesson learned there. Let them fight. Let them fight. I think they killed him. Killed by these scrubs. Imagine getting killed by these guys. Fuck this, I'm using my sniper. I'm gonna have to run up on that guy. Damn. Those must have been shotgun shells. Damn it. Oh, man, these levels are so weirdly designed. Damn it. That guy got up on me. Which way did I... Oh, shit. Okay, well, I guess this way. What the fuck is going on up there? Oh shit, what the fuck? I can't even remember which direction I went. I think this way? Oh shit. What is that? I can't even... Oh, he got me. I didn't even see he was up there. Man, this bitch has me starting. I guess there wasn't another nexus point closer to that. trying to remember where. I think I went this way. There he is. Oh, it's two of them. They're wrecking me. Oh, that's a... No wonder. That's a fucking boss dude or a big dude. Fuck. Where the fuck did you come from? Oh, man. Alright, well, that was an effective use of all that ammo. Damn, what the fuck? Damn, these fucking things. What? What hurt me? Oh, you fucking dick. Get away from me. I guess that wasn't entirely necessary, but I did it anyways. Hmm. Ah, here it is. I got one of them on the way out. Oops, I ran right into the path of that one. What the fuck? Fucking A. Oh shit! He got me from way over there. I didn't even see the fucking thing coming. Alright, come on, let's see. I'm just shooting where the little glowing thing is coming from. I think I got him. The fuck is... Oh, shit. What the fuck? Oh, fuck. Oh. Damn it, I keep missing. Oh man, how many times did I die during all that? $11. Holy shit. This game has a lot of maps. Does it have multiplayer? I never even looked to see if it did. I guess it does. ProNet. What the fuck is ProNet? All right, let's see what let's see how badly I get wiped. Oh, there's only a couple of games going on. What? Oh, you can do a co-op campaign. I didn't know that. Well, I'm not going to do that. I kind of wanted to see if there were more active games going on, but I guess not. Wait, what? Why does my Twitch say I've only been going for 27 minutes? I guess I must have lost a connection or something. That sucks. Space station. All right. Let's see if this is as hectic and crazy as the last one. I gotta do better. Oh shit. What danger impact? What the fuck? Okay, this was the dead. Oh wait, here we go. Holy shit, what the fuck? Oh, it's one of those guys. He's hanging out on the other side. Oops, I didn't mean to fucking press that one. Was I out of shotgun ammo? Oh, I'm out of all my ammo? God damn, what the fuck? I'm out of all my ammo? There isn't another ammo recharge thing anywhere near? All I've got is this fucking thing. Alright, well. And then I'm stuck with punching him to death. Damn. Ah, thank God. Oops. I didn't intend to fall all the way down, but I'll take the ammo reload anyways. gotta use this ammo replenishment as often as I can. Oh wait, what the fuck? Oh, that was just coming down. I was like, wait a second, what? I didn't realize I wasn't on the elevator. What the fuck is going on here? Ah, why is that? I can't tell what's happening. Am I going up into space? Oh shit, what the fuck? Yeah, I'm pretty certain I wasn't supposed to do that. It just fucking... God, reload your shit. Like, everything that I had to switch to needed to be reloaded. Oh shit. Pretty sure it's not a good idea to be blasting off like this on a space station, but, you know, whatever. Oh, wait, we're out in the open elements anyways. Oh, fuck, am I out of bullets? I guess I am. Don't fall. Well, actually, I guess do fall. I guess that's my only recourse here. Why was I missing that guy? There was ammo for this gun on the outside. Oh shit. Is there no way for me to get there? It's a secret. I gotta find a way to get over there. If there is a way to get out there. From here, at least. I don't think there is. I'm gonna let these guys handle this dude. Alright, worked out well. I took a little bit of a hit, but I didn't have to. Oh shit. What is going on here? This isn't the area I wanted. What? Who was shooting at me? Oh, here it is. What? Okay. There's nothing doing over here. I don't get it. Damn it. Oops, that was a little too close to here. Got him. Well, I took a hit on that one, that's for sure. What'd that say? Increase power output? Damn. What is happening? Emergency portal, what? The fuck? Oh man, I don't know what just happened there. Rate this map. It's the first time that came up. Ah, man, okay. I think I'm gonna go, see what's going on, if they're even still going on Max's channel. If they're still going, I may pop in for a bit. If not, then I'll probably, I don't know. Maybe I'll play some, Oblivion.
I was watching The Matrix last night.
No, CJ.
I would just throw a rock at him. I would just throw a rock at CJ.
I'll make a video on it if you give it to me instead.
Yeah, they're still going. Oh man, they're talking about DC movies again. They were talking about it earlier, and I thought for certain that they would be done by now. I just don't have an interest in talking about DC movies. Gabriella, hello. Hey, Gabriella, how you doing? Am I late? Yes, you are just a bit late. I just turned off Proteus. Played through a few maps. I think I'm going to call it for my stream today. Go hang out with my kitties. One of which is a little bit under the weather, but yeah, I just did a couple hours on Proteus. Fun game. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would when I first started trying it out. But I'll probably, I'm more than likely going to stream tomorrow, so you can swing by tomorrow and catch me playing Proteus some more. I don't know how big this game is. I don't know how long I have left to play it, but I get the sense that I'm kind of coming close to the end. I was hoping that the multiplayer would be a little bit more happening, but it seems like there's not a whole lot. Maybe I'll see if I can get somebody to do some multiplayer co-op with me. But go back to playing? Nah, I've just been playing it for 2 hours now. I'm done. I'm done. It's almost midnight for me. So come back tomorrow though. I'll be streaming it tomorrow. Probably around, yeah, just come in a little earlier next time if you can, unless you're busy. But thank you for stopping by anyways. Hope to see you tomorrow. Hope to see everybody else tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Later, y'all.